Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Berlin. I just arrived here and the plan was to film an episode tomorrow, but I don't know. I can't wait to shoot my new camera, so yeah. There's not much time left, but I will try to film an episode. If you see it, then it was a success. And the camera that I will be shooting today is, like I said, my new camera is the Fuji GF670. It's a medium format camera that shoots 6x7 and 6x6 formats. So the downside is one roll only will give me 10, or if I shoot 6x6, 12 frames. But that's why I brought two rolls of film. The first one I want to shoot is HP5. I mean, you can't go wrong with HP5. And another one that I had at home, and I'm curious how it will look. I've never used it for street photography, and that is Delta 3200. It's a fairly fast film, and it's not very comparable to HP5. That's why I will push this to 1600, and I will not let you know what film or what photos which film, because maybe you can figure out what it is and leave a comment below. I don't know how they compare, especially if this one's pushed. I would assume that this one's more grainy, but we'll find out, I guess. And yeah, that's the plan for today. Shooting this camera, it's a fairly modern medium format camera with a bellows and a really nice rangefinder. So guys, I can't wait to shoot. So I will give you more information about the settings and stuff, everything, how we'll push the film and everything like that later on in the video. So without further ado, Fuji 670, GF670, Berlin, HP5, Delta 3200. Let's go. Thanks, man. Developing and scanning was kindly provided by Carmen Sita Film Lab. If you want to check them out, the link will be in the description box down below. Alright guys, a quick update. It's so easy blasting through a roll in 120 film, especially if you have only 10 frames per roll. I'm not used to shooting street photography in medium format, so I have to get used to it, especially the different aspect ratio, and also something I should keep in mind is the depth of field, because I mean f4 is not the same as f4 on 35mm, so it's a different story. Yeah, but so far it's been good fun, and somebody was already commenting on the camera today. Awesome camera. Maybe you could pick it up on the video. Yeah, it's great. Let's continue shooting and let's have some more fun. Alright guys, let me quickly enlighten you about the settings that I'm using. I told you that I will push the HP5 and that's what I'm going to do. I will push to 1600, I mean the lab will push to 1600, and I also will meter the Delta 3200 at 800 as the HP5. So I'm setting this, by the way, this is a pretty modern camera, so it has a, as you can see here, you can set the ISO and has aperture priority. So I'm just letting the camera know what kind of film I have in there, what kind of ISO, and the camera will pick the shutter speed according to the ISO and the aperture that I'm setting it. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm shooting here at f/22 for most of the shots because this camera is maxing out at 1/500 as most rangefinder leaf shutter cameras do. So that's a little bit limiting because, I mean, with a fast film like this, and when I started shooting it was overcast, now it's sunny, so I had no choice to go up to ISO, what am I talking about? I'm going up to aperture of f/22, but that still gives me the depth of field of f11 roughly on 35mm, so it's still okay, I think, for what I'm doing, using zone focusing on this one. For most of the shots that I took, or I'm going to take with this camera, I'm pretty much using zone focusing. Yeah, that's pretty much all the settings that I'm using. There's not much else about it. I will have a proper review on this camera where I will talk about everything that I've learned after shooting it for a little bit, but so far it's amazing. You get a lot of looks because it's a very unique camera with this bellows. It looks pretty nice, so yeah, I mean, alright guys, let's continue shooting this beast.
डाल के बैठते हैं और प्रेस में बैठते हैं।
Alright guys, so what are my first impressions shooting the camera? It's fun. I mean, you can easily tell in the video, I've mentioned before that it's good fun shooting the camera. The only thing, I mean, you have to be careful with the bellows. So I wasn't really closing down the camera between each shot, so you have to be really careful carrying it around, not bumping into people. That's one thing. And also, it's not ideal, to be honest, to shoot medium format and street photography because you only have 10 frames with this, not 36 with a regular, like with my M6 for instance. But that's not the point. I'm not doing this because I want to make this my main camera for street photography. That's not the case. I just want to have make some good content for you guys, so that's why I'm shooting this. And also I'm excited to try this out for maybe I will do a project in the future, maybe more like a documentary style project. So it's good to have some time using the camera other than for portraits, because I want to use this for portraits. Not so much for this channel, but in general for stuff that I do when I shoot a wedding or something. I will probably also use this to shoot a bunch of film on a wedding. I think that's the perfect camera for this because it's so lightweight. It's only 1 kilo. And I mean, look at the profile. It's pretty crazy. So yeah guys, you've seen the photos. I have to wait. Hopefully the exposures will be good. I've seen only one roll developed from this camera and it looked pretty nice. The exposure was spot on and the lens is crazy sharp. So I'm having high hopes for some good images. Alright guys, I would say that's it from here from Berlin. First time shooting the camera. In the next couple of days I will probably shoot more videos with the GF670 here in Berlin. So yeah guys. See you later with my favorite images from this episode. Oh, and before I forget, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also give the video a thumbs up. It helps me out. And check out my street photography scenes that are still available. So the link will be in the description box down below. And now it's time for the favorite images from this episode.